Today, we will explore how to install and configure Internet Information Service, it means IIS, role on an Azure virtual machine running Windows Server. IIS is a web server role that enables you to host websites and applications directly from your Windows Server. Along the way, we will also address how to modify network security group, it means NSG, settings to allow web traffic to reach the server. So let's get started. Now that we have a virtual machine running on Azure, the first step is to install the IIS role on the Windows Server. To begin, ensure that you have connected to the virtual machine using RDP, its means Remote Desktop Protocol. Once connected, open the Server Manager dashboard. As you can see here. Now let's maximize it, and if the Server Manager dashboard is not open by default, you can launch it from the Windows Start menu. As you can see here. Once the dashboard is open, click on the option Add Roles and Features. This will guide us to a wizard to install the web server role. Follow the steps in the wizard. Click Next on the introductory screen. Then click Next again on the installation type screen. Choose the local machine as the server on the server selection screen and click on the Next. On the server roles screen, select the web server, it means IIS, and click on the Add Features when prompted. And click to the Add Features. Click Next to the remaining screens to proceed with the default configuration. Now click to the Next. And finally, click on the Install to start the installation process. Now it will start our installing, and this process will take a couple of minutes. Once the installation is complete, click on the Close to exit the wizard. It will take some time, so wait for it for successfully install. Now that the IIS is installed, it means Internet Information Service. This server can act as a web server. Let's test the setup. Now I close the wizard. Now let's move to our Azure portal and navigate to your virtual machine's resource page. And copy the public IP address of your virtual machines to your clipboard. Now on your local machine, open a web browser and type http:// and paste the IP address in the address bar. This sends an HTTP request to the web server running on the Azure virtual machines. Ideally, you should see the default IIS homepage indicating that the web server is up and running. If you are unable to see the IIS homepage and encounter an error like site can be reached, this is due to restriction in the network security group, it means NSG. By default, NSG block incoming HTTP traffic on port 80, which is required for web server access. Now, let's resolve this issue by modifying the NSG setting in the Azure portal. Navigating to the network section in our Azure portal and click to the network settings. Then scroll down, click on the Create Port tool and select the Inbound Port tool. In the Add Inbound Security rule, set the source to any to allow traffic from all IPs. Choose the service as a HTTPS. Now I will scroll down and select the HTTP. This automatically sets port 80. Leave the remaining settings as default and click to the Add. Now this will allow incoming HTTP traffic on port 80 to reach the web server. Now go back to your browser and reload the page. Now I refresh the page. When I reload the page, and you should see the default IIS homepage. This confirms that the web server role is successfully installed and the NSG is configured to allow HTTP traffic. The IIS homepage is a simple yet powerful indicator that the server is ready to host website and applications. To summarize, in this chapter, we install the Internet Information Service role on our Azure virtual machine. Configure the network security groups to allow HTTP traffic on port 80. Verified the setups by successfully accessing the IIS default homepage from a browser. This demonstrates how easy it is to install software and configure a Windows Server VM on Azure to meet your application hosting needs.